Hello everyone, and welcome to the official intro of Dayton Sports Huddle, The Dish. We're here at our ongoing home, the Submarine House, as you can see in the background here. My name is Jeff Lauterbach. I'm here with Richie Moody, and Richie, I know we're both excited about the show that'll be ongoing and have stories and interviews about former and current high school, college, and pro athletes and coaches and personalities.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun setup, and look forward to meeting new people and also going and interviewing and working with you as we always do. And we'll do a lot of interview. We're going to have a lot of fun on the website and the YouTube channel. And looking forward to meeting more fans out here at Sub House, as well as the opportunity to interview some of my mentors from the Dayton area and some of the different folks that we've seen and grow accustomed to just in the Miami Valley area. So I'm looking forward to interviewing them and meeting a lot of people in the area.
Yeah, and the whole concept of the show and the website and our Facebook page is positive stories and interviews about, the Dayton area. You look at Dayton and Wright State alone, it's 2 Division I programs in a city the size of Dayton. I don't think there are any other cities in the United States that have 2 mid-major Division I programs the size with the population of the Dayton, Miami Valley area.
Sure, looking to debate that with maybe some folks that we have on and talking about how great of a sports town this area really is, with the first 4, as well as just a sheer number of athletes that we've produced, not only for Division I sports, but also in professional athletics as well.
And just a little bit about both of us. As I said, my name is Jeff Lauterbach, and my background being a sports writer earlier in my career, and I've written a lot about pro, college, and high school sports, and I've done PR for professional athletes. And Richie, you could tell a little bit about your background.
Sure. I'm from the Dayton area. I'm from Brookville, Ohio. I actually played college baseball at Oklahoma State University and got a chance to play in the College World Series, and also I had a chance to play professional baseball with the Texas Rangers organization for 7 years, and since then we've been around doing professional baseball camps, but then being a sports enthusiast myself and getting a chance to grow up in this area and then come back as an older person and talk to some of the alumni and some of the great people from here. It's a great opportunity to get involved with the community and really introduce a lot of people to not only some of our history and some of our past, but also some of the folks that are upcoming, our high school kids that are getting ready to go out and play professional baseball or professional or college baseball, but some of the kids that might be in college and that might be in current professional baseball right now or professional sports.
Yeah, and that's a good segue to what we are hoping will be our first show, but it'll be a show in the near future on Lenny and Connor Bazelak. Connor Bazelak is a quarterback with Alter, and he recently committed to Missouri, verbal commitment. And we want to do a segment on, and Richie, you know well about this, about your recruiting. And Connor's father, Lenny, was a basketball. He was a multi-sport standout at Xenia High School, where I graduated. And so maybe back, I think it was 83, 84, Lenny was heavily recruited, ended up going to Dartmouth and leading one season. I think he led the NCAA in three-point shooting. But then fast forward to now, his son Connor is a highly recruited quarterback. He's been recruited by a lot of major Division I programs, and he recently selected verbal selection with Missouri. But we wanted to talk about how the recruiting process has changed from when Lenny was heavily recruited to now when Connor's being heavily recruited, and incorporate your insight in there. But that's just an example of the type of interviews we'll have and stories.
And Lenny's, his family's a great sports family. Him and his wife Kelly. They also have 2 daughters that are playing Division I sports as well right now. And obviously find out as a father, how they balanced all that, but also was able to produce so many great athletes within the family. And like you said, that's just one great example. Someone else that we've already reached out on Facebook. There's my football coach in high school, and now he's a football coach at University of Dayton, Craig Turner. He said he would love to come on the show as well. So that's just another example of the wide-ranging people that we want to interview and talk to on the show, and have some fun while we're doing it.
Yeah, there's nothing better than sitting around talking sports and having learning about insights on interesting people, whether it's UD has a rich history in basketball, so Wright State's newer, but has a rich history. So talk with people there. We have a lot of minor leaguers and major leaguers baseball who are in the area for off season, and have a lot of former and current professional athletes and college athletes that and coaches and media personalities that have a lot of engaging stories, and that's what we want to capture on here. We want to give the insight. You know, we talk about we love watching like Rich Eisen, Dan Patrick, and they have great interviews with figures on a national level, and we want to capture some of that here in the Dayton area.
The Dayton and Miami Valley area, absolutely. And if anyone out there that's listening to our show right now would like to recommend someone, or maybe it's you, reach out to us and let us know. We'd love to have you on the show and interview you and talk about what you obviously what sport and what you could bring to the table as far as our sports show, but also find out about what you're doing now and what we could just your insights and your thoughts about sports in the Miami Valley area.
Yeah, and the whole idea we'll capture it through our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and the soon to debut Dayton Sports Huddle online publication that will have original content and contributions from people, whether it be high school, college, and pro sports. Obviously, we have the Dayton Dragons here and the Dayton hockey team, and as we mentioned before, a lot of professional athletes in all the major sports who call Dayton home in their off season. So we can capture them, get the insight, and get interesting stories behind the scenes about what we want to know and what people out there want to know.
Absolutely, yeah, and again, any high school students or inquiring stories. Right now there's a lot of really feel good stories out there about different folks that maybe have been a manager on a football team and they put them actually in the game. Those are really heartfelt stories. Maybe there's some stories around this Miami Valley or the Dayton area that we can capture and interview the folks that are involved.
We appreciate everyone for tuning in for our official introduction to the Dayton Sports Huddle, the Dish. And as Richie said, we welcome contributions, insights, recommendations for story ideas, for guest ideas, and feel free to visit our Facebook page, Dayton Sports Huddle, or the soon-to-debut website, which will be DaytonSportsHuddle.com. And glad to be working with you on this, Richie.
Yeah, you too. Looking forward to it. We'll have a lot of fun.